same issues. You know, Illinois State has got their strengths and their weaknesses, as all teams do. One of their inefficiencies to this point in the season, I think they were like 326th in the nation, maybe in rebounding margin. They come into our building and they beat us by 8 on the glass. They get 17 offensive rebounds. We chart a thing called 50-50 balls, in essence, meaning a ball laying between Ben and I. We both have an equal chance to get it. They got 15 of them. We got 3. It's embarrassing for me, a man who's put so much blood, sweat, and tears in this program, to have to coach effort. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I'm coaching it every single day, and it's the reason that we're sitting here at 5-5. I've got to get some ownership. Some of the things, you know, you guys do it as media members. We do it as coaches. As I'm trying to build the roster, we project. We see names on a piece of paper, and we say, you know, hopefully this will work with that and this. And there's so many variables that we don't take into account. You know, the will to win, chemistry, surrendering to the team, trying to be the guy, be the energy guy, be the guy that can settle us down and lead our team. And we're just sorely missing in that area.
I know it seems like we ask you this all the time, but just the lack of sense of urgency. Why do you think that just keeps happening over and over?
I have no idea. I have no idea. We have really tried. It's December 16th, and you can't imagine. I mean, all the things that we've tried to do just to try to light a fire. And we just have not been successful. You know, offensively, we have a lot of problems. At the end of the, you know, we've lost 3 overtime games in this building. Incredible. And a lot of them are due to, okay, our inability to make a play at the end. Think about the end of regulation. We get the ball right to the ball side block to the right hand. We got to finish that. You know, we got it to our first team all-league player, preseason, granted, speculation. Didn't finish. We got Brian at the rim twice. We got TD at the end. Our inability to make those plays. But we still scored 97 points. Still have 22 assists off 9 turnovers. Our problem is defensively. And what is defense? Effort and angles. That's where it starts. Effort and angles. Your effort has to be off the chart. Obviously, you guys are questioning it, as am I. I don't think it's as good as it needs to be. Our angles, our communication. We've obviously hit some real adversity early, and it's fragmented us as opposed to bringing us closer together. When you've got 2 fifth-year guards and, you know, a number of returning guys on your team, that's the time that we've got to pull together, and we just have not been able to do so. I don't know if that was TD talking about at the end. I think it was Dre, right? Got the ball blocked. Yeah, I think we got a penetrating pitch, and, you know, he shot an air ball over the basket. You know, the second time we were trying, obviously, to throw the ball to Bruce. The way they were kind of matching up out of that zone, so we'd inverted some things and then threw that thing right inside, and Bruce responded. He goes 7 for 9. He scores 27 points. He helped us offensively. But our decision-making, I thought our guard play would lead us. I thought our decisions would be better, and they're just not as good as they need to be. You know, I don't know. I've said this before in the past. I mean, we are what we are from a personnel standpoint. We've got to continue to work and try to put the guys in a position to be successful tonight. You know, we felt like we had enough practice time with the new guys. We started in that 1-3-1 on made field goals. They just cut us up. So they kind of take that out of the equation. And then really we were just trying to flip our roster from offense to defense to give us a chance. Marcamus Hyman is without question our best interior defender. He can make a play. He gets a hard rebound. But, you know, he's lost his mojo from the free throw line. And as a result, we're trying to get the ball to Bruce where we can make a play. They played small. You know, they had foul trouble everywhere. We couldn't take advantage of it. You know what? I hope. I mean, I know we've got 20-some-odd games left. You know, nothing changes. You've got to find a way. You've got to find a way. And I'll keep searching. Never. No, never. Not to this level. Not out of guys that we feel are capable. And you know, it's just a consistency thing. It's not as if, okay, I said the word immediately is a disaster. By that I mean we've lost 3 overtime home games. You know, you didn't get beat by 43 times. We're right there. Our inability to make a play and to stop them from making a play has really been the deciding factor in our season to this point. If we can change that dynamic, then I think the results will change. Effort and angles. Effort and angles. We get to the basket pretty good offensively, which shows, okay, obviously certain guys are more athletic than others. I mean, we all see that. I'm not allowed to say that because if coaches in college name players, then you're a bad guy. So I'm not going to say names, but obviously we're not as athletic in certain spots, but we try to compensate for that. It comes down to effort and an angle and keeping the guy in front of him. And to their credit, man, I mean, they have their two leading scorers or their two leading interior scorers foul out as we go into overtime. Even on the jump ball, we've got our starting five against their backup two guard, and they get the jump ball. And then, you know, when Keyshawn Evans hit that step-back three, just in a one-on-one, end of the shot clock, how many baskets did they make at the end of the shot clock tonight? 4 or 5 huge ones. Credit to them, man. Those kids stepped up and made the plays, and we didn't. They deserve to win the game. You know, I don't know. Obviously, everybody is equal parts. You know, we're a team, and everybody's got to do their job.